Hello and welcome to the Fatpants podcast. Known for mixing every Slurpee flavor, my name is Pants.
And I'm Slacky, and I like all sizes of marshmallows.
What lies ahead is the final battleground for all food disputes, big and small. No matter the state, the culture, or the country, there's one thing that everyone understands, and that is Fatpants. All right, so we are here and ready. Slacky, do you have some big news for us? Because word on the street is you might.
I do. I have the hugest news of all time. I personally tried the ranch flavored ice cream.
I cannot believe you did that.
I cannot believe I did either. I will tell you this, right off the bat, very disappointed. And the reason I'm disappointed in it is because it's not ranch. If I would
let me ask for clarification on that point. Are you disappointed because you wanted it to be more ranch?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I wanted it to actually taste like ranch, and it doesn't. And the reason why it doesn't, to me anyway, is if you look at the ingredients for the ice cream itself, the ingredients listed as cream, milk, cane sugar, egg yolks, buttermilk powder, and here's the one that's the killer. It's the onion powder.
Interesting.
And I know that onion powder is a part of ranch seasoning.
Sure.
But in this particular ice cream, there's way too much. It's all I can taste when I eat it. It's literally Pants. It's onion ice cream. And I can't think of anything worse.
So we were just talking about eating just raw onion like with foods, not just like snacking on a raw onion. And I don't mind raw onion like flavor. Onion powder, probably one of my most used spices outside of like in your general array. But I don't think there's a universe where I want onion flavored ice cream.
No, you're right. Like, and I'm not an onion person. I usually stay away from them, especially raw onions. Like if they're cooked or if they're like, like sautéed onions and they're mixed in with stuff, then I can handle it. And I'm good with the onion powder too as well. But this in this particular ice cream, it was too much. I saw what they were trying to do with it. They were trying to take like the ranch seasoning that you would normally put like on stuff,
Sure.
And mix it in with a cream or a like kind of like a, I don't want to say vanilla because it's not vanilla. It's just basically like a sweet cream ice cream, and
Sure.
then they add the ranch seasoning in it. And what they did though is I think they just went way overboard with the onion powder because it's literally all I taste.
So
And it's really bad.
do you see a timeline where you try to make your own ranch ice cream?
I mean, I could in the grand scheme of things, I could just like go to the store and buy like a very bland or like a sweet cream ice cream, or even just kind of make it yourself.
But yeah, you
Ice
can
cream
just
is
make
not
ice
that
cream
hard to
base.
make, and then literally just add in like the ranch seasoning
like 5
in with
packets
it.
of ranch powder.
Not 5. It doesn't need that much.
I'm-
It's possible. I feel like there was so much hype around this. It was like it's the ranch ice cream, and all the ranch connoisseurs like myself were coming out going, let's maybe this might be good.
I don't
And
think
literally
anyone
my
was.
first
I don't
taste,
think anyone was doing that. I don't think
yeah, I
anyone
was.
but you was like, "Oh, ranch ice
Like,
cream."
me and like 3 other people in the world.
Yeah. So mathematically, nobody. That is a statistically
It's true.
insignificant data set.
Yeah, that's like 0.0001% of the population.
3 out of 8 billion people is nothing. That's 0. You can't even
That's a
round that
statistical
up.
anomaly.
Wait,
All
so
I'm saying is I had so much like hype around this. Like I was looking forward to this. I thought this was going to be I thought this was gonna be good. I really did, Pants. I really did. Like, no meme. I thought this was gonna be good. And I took my first bite of it and I'm like, oh, it's not good. And but not in the sense where you're like, yeah, of course, it's ranch ice cream. It would be terrible. But it's not ranch. And I think that's what I'm upset about is it's not ranch.
It's not ranch enough.
You can't call it ranch ice cream when it doesn't taste like ranch at all. I'm sorry. It's a bad product.
Now,
I got fooled again.
this is important to me. You didn't make your family try this, did you?
No, 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 no. Kiddo was not interested at all,
Okay, good. That's a
and I was
smart
not
kid.
gonna. I warned wifey. I told her it tastes like onions, and she gags at any onion
Why
flavor. Like
y'all
she
hate
can't handle
onions
it.
so
No,
much?
no, no. It's a personal thing for her. Like when she was a kid,
She got murdered
like
by an onion?
yeah, yeah,
Oh.
yeah, and then she came back to life. Yeah.
Oh,
When
that's
she was
good.
like when she was 3 or 4, she was in the garden. She grabbed an onion. She looked at her mom and said, "Hey, what's this?" And her mom said, "It's an onion. It's like a carrot, meaning it grows in the ground." But she thought it tastes like a
Oh.
carrot, so she took a big old bite of it. And to this day, she cannot handle
Oh,
onions.
that's the worst bait in the world. Oh,
So it
no.
wasn't it wasn't bait at all. It was literally
No,
just a
that's
misunderstanding.
that was
But
bait. That's a good parent.
anyways, it it's too much onion in the ice cream. It
That's
doesn't taste like ranch, and that's to me, that's the disappointing thing about it is
alright.
I wanted it Pants, I wanted it to be ranch ice cream because of the novelty of it. I'm the ranch guy. I
Sure.
love everything about ranch. This
Have
isn't
you
ranch, and I
have you
can't call it
tried
ranch.
the ranch flavored soda?
I haven't.
Okay.
No. Are you like the Jones or whatever it is,
It's
that
I
had
don't think it's
the crazy.
Jones because Jones makes good soda.
Okay.
Shout out to Jones Soda Company. Anyway,
I don't wanna
but
sorry, I didn't mean to slander the Jones Soda
it's
Company.
fine. I love Jones Soda. But there's some like throwaway company that they make like buttered corn flavored soda, like stupid shit like that. Um,
Oh, yeah.
I'll do some research and see. I'll have my people talk to your people. We have the same people,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
we'll
True,
see it. We'll
true.
see about getting you some ranch soda.
Nice.
Um,
Yeah, I'll definitely try it. Like, yeah, they had like this was a big YouTube fad, a couple of years
yeah,
ago where they had
I've
it.
had
They bought all the stuff and they tried it
buffalo
on
chicken
stream. Yeah,
wing soda.
that's
Fucking
nuts.
gross. It's so bad.
Of course it is.
It just tastes like carbonated Frank's Red Hot, which Frank's great. Carbonated Frank's not great. Um
Yeah, I could see that.
all right, so the question that everyone wants to know, out of 10, where do you put ranch flavored ice cream?
Out of 10, I would probably put it at a 3, honestly. And I had so much expectation for this,
Where
and
did you
and
want
even
it
when
to
I took my
score?
first even when I took my first bite, I was like, it's not terrible. It literally this is the words that came out of my mouth when I looked at my wife when I tried it for the first time, and she's looking at me like you're crazy. I said, "It's not terrible." And she goes, "Yes, it is." And I'm like, "Oh, you're probably right." But I wanted it to be like at least in like the 6.5 or 7 range.
That's
Like
fair.
I had so much expectation for this, and it disappointed me beyond anything that I could imagine. It's bad, honestly. If I am actually on the point where it's like I wouldn't even suggest anybody try this other than the novelty of it.
All right, you heard it. Ranch ice cream, it's not the worst thing
Not,
I've ever had. That's their new
but it's
slogan.
but it's not good. It's not terrible. Ranch ice cream. It's not terrible.
It's not terrible. That's canonically also the slogan for this podcast. Fat Pants. It's not terrible. All right, so ranch ice cream aside, there was one other thing that we had discussed trying out, and this one I was actually on board with trying. And that is the Peep flavored Pepsi soda, formally or informally known as Peepsy. What were your thoughts on the Peep flavored soda?
To be honest, I thought it was amazing. It is really well done. It's Pepsi with marshmallow flavoring,
Sure.
and it's really good. Like, I would highly recommend it to anyone. I mean, wifey tried it, she absolutely loved it, and she loves everything marshmallow related. Even the
which is
kiddo was
which is
like
fair.
the kiddo absolutely loved it too. We had to really portion it with him because the last thing I need is a 10-year-old hopped up on caffeine.
That's fair.
But he loved it. Everyone in the house loved it. It gets the Slacky crew approval for sure.
I'm like middle of the road on it. I like it because it's I like the flavor. It just kind of tastes like a sweeter vanilla Pepsi,
Mhm.
which is good. The big downside flavor wise is that it's Pepsi. Um I don't like the
Wow.
taste of Pepsi. There's only
There
one.
goes there goes our
Um
sponsorship.
no, but I love Coca-Cola, so here comes a significantly better sponsorship. Um
Yes.
there's only one Pepsi product that I like, that I
Mhm.
will actively seek out, and it is the vanilla nitrous Pepsi.
Interesting.
Um, if you've never had the nitrous Pepsi, it goes crazy, but that's a tangent for another day.
Yeah, wifey really likes, wild cherry Pepsi. I think
Okay.
her view is that Pepsi does the cherry flavoring better than Coke.
No.
Um, but
Incorrect.
when coming back yeah, that's your opinion. Coming back to the whole Peepsy thing, like, I hear what you're saying with the whole vanilla flavoring, but for me, it's a distinctly marshmallow flavor. Like,
Sure.
they nailed it. They nailed it with the marshmallow flavoring. They really did. To me, it didn't taste anything like vanilla. It tasted like you had,
Well,
like, dunked a bunch of marshmallows into Pepsi and let it sit for a while. And I
it's
know
like,
that
yeah, I don't
sounds
know how
kinda
to I don't
gross,
know how
but
to tell you
it
this.
was good.
Marshmallows are just vanilla flavor.
Are they?
I'm pretty sure
I
marshmallow. I'm
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 pretty sure
pulling
marshmallows
I'm,
taste like marshmallows,
I'm pulling up
except for
marshmallow
the
size
strawberry
chart.
ones. Apparently, there are
Marshmallow
strawberry
flavor
marshmallows.
vanilla?
Question mark?
I'm pretty sure marshmallow is just sweet vanilla. Let's see. Maybe it's not exactly. Marshmallows are a standard vanilla flavor.
Mhm. Mhm,
Um,
makes sense. But they also have its own distinct
sure. Like, and
kind
it's
of
the
flavor.
it's the sweet, like,
Like, if
there's
I handed you yeah, if I handed you something and you tasted it, you would be like, "Yes, it tastes like a marshmallow."
yeah, I'd
Yeah,
be
like,
I'd be
they
much
have
more
a
inclined
distinct
to
flavoring.
say this is a marshmallow flavored thing instead of this is a sweet vanilla. It's the
Yeah.
same reason that like sweet cream
Mhm.
has a different like sweet cream is its own flavor compared
Right.
to compared again to
Vanilla.
vanilla. Like they're not the
Yeah.
same.
And don't get me wrong, I like vanilla flavoring, like, vanilla Coke, I think is
Mhm.
actually kinda good, but when it comes to the Peepsy, though, I felt like it had a very distinctly marshmallow flavor to it, and I thought it was really good.
I agree. I
I
think
really liked
if
it.
and this isn't this isn't solely to slander Pepsi, but if Coca-Cola put out a Peeps flavored Coca-Cola, I would
Mhm.
I would like it more simply because
Really hate
I,
Pepsi, huh?
I just really don't like the taste of it. I don't know what it is. It just has like it has some single flavor in it or to it that's just different enough that I'm like, I don't like this.
Yeah. It's definitely the redheaded stepchild of the
Sure,
cola
absolutely.
flavoring. Pepsi, you like, a lot of people are like, "You can't taste the difference." Like, "Oh, you totally can." Yeah,
No,
there's a
I
distinct
think
difference between Coke and Pepsi.
in like two months, in
Mhm.
June, I think we're gonna revisit sodas
There you go.
and we'll go through the whole we'll do a whole list. I like this. Last month we tried out a tier list kind of style, and I think I like
Mhm.
that as something to do normally.
Yeah.
We have one today, and we'll work through
Yes.
it. Well, it's like a pseudo tier list. Again, the question people want to know, Peepsy, 1 to 10, where do you put it?
I'm gonna give it a 9. I really liked
A
it.
9.
Really, really
Interesting.
did. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with a low 7, like a 7.2. I think that would be that covers the spectrum of cold, room temperature, um, freshly opened, and 2 hours later because I forgot about it. Just an
I,
across the board 7.2.
I I get the feeling it would be higher if it wasn't Pepsi.
Um, I don't think it would be much higher. So, like, I've had like now that I've said it, like that marshmallow Coca-Cola would be better. I'm pretty sure Marshmallow the artist did a Coca-Cola collaboration, and it was just like marshmallow flavored Coke, and it was like marginally better. It's still just like it wouldn't be above an 8,
Yeah,
like maybe like an 8.5 at the highest. But so it's only losing approximately 1 point for being Pepsi
yeah.
flavored.
And the sad thing for me though, it's definitely a seasonal thing.
Oh, 100%.
So like it's gone. It's an Easter thing. Peeps are definitely an Easter thing, and we're gonna talk about that in minutes.
Literally
But to
seconds.
me, it's yeah. To me, it's sad that it's only available during a certain time. Kind of similar to what was like the cranberry. Is it the cranberry Sprite that's only available like in
Oh,
Christmas
don't
time?
don't get me started. Cranberry
You
Sprite or
don't want the cran?
cranberry Sierra Mist. Also, rest in peace,
Eh,
Sierra Mist.
It's
Um,
starry now.
no, we're gonna talk about this in 2 months, and I have thoughts. Um,
Anyways, let's
but yeah, we'll get into that in I think June-ish, somewhere
June-ish.
in the summer.
Sure.
So does a summer topic.
It's a cookout
Um,
thing. Oh,
yeah,
totally.
but more importantly, let's talk about just peeps, like regular old peeps. Where do you stand on peeps?
So for a while, I was anti Peeps. I thought they
Blasphemy.
were, I kind of thought they were meh, But then my wife basically kind of pulled me out of the doldrums and said no, slapped me around about 6 times and said try this, and I tried it, and it's good. They're good, and I wouldn't say that they're amazing. I would say that they're good. It's a marshmallow with like sugar, kind of like a crusted sugar around it. They come in many different flavors. We got Dr. Pepper flavored Peeps this year for Easter, and I thought they were really good. She got cotton candy flavored ones. She's a big cotton candy flavor. She loves that flavor.
Mhm.
She got those. The kiddo got like some wild berry flavored ones and some other ones too. So, I mean, I would give. I like Peeps. I think they're good. I wouldn't say they're my favorite, but to me, they're not bad. They're good.
Okay, I think that's fair because peeps are kind of good,
Yeah.
but because of their general like it's just sugar crusted sugar nature,
Hmm.
the first one is good. And then everything after the first one is much less good. There's
I
a
see where you're
there's an
going with this.
exponential degradation of goodness um as
Just
the
eating raw
increase
sugar, aren't
yeah,
I?
as the number of peeps increases. I was raised in a household and family that prioritized stale peeps.
Interesting.
I don't know, like stale peeps. I don't know if this is like a regional thing, if this is just like a weird food thing. I don't know, but
Hmm.
stale peeps go pretty crazy. So like Easter morning, we're doing all our stuff. We dive into our Easter baskets. We eat like 6,000 jelly beans, throw up because jelly beans are fucking gross. Have a single peep, and then you just let the peeps let them get stale. It changes the consistency of the peep, and I think it makes it a much more enjoyable experience because it's almost the equivalent, and this is going to sound really gross because I just thought of it in my head and I like my body recoiled at the thought of saying these words out loud. So
Oh,
this is going to be a hard sell, but it's like a peep flavored puffy Cheeto. Like it has a little more crunchy, not crunchy is a bad word for it, but like it has a
hmm.
a more firm texture. So you're not just biting into like modeling foam or like insulation. like like you're biting into something that has texture. It's like, I don't
Home
know, if
insulation.
you had like a flexible pork rind
Right.
that
Well,
tasted
what are
like
you?
peeps, like marshmallow.
You just went from home insulation to pork rinds.
Yeah, these are all things
You're
that have
not you're
similar
not selling
textures in
me
my
here
head.
on stale Peeps
I'm
there.
I'm telling you, I said this. There's no good way to say it out loud, but you just trust me.
As long as you believe it, Pants.
I'm telling you, in 11 months when Easter's rolling around again, get some peeps, throw some in kiddo's basket, throw some in the family basket, and just let like keep the pets away. Just leave like two. Just let
Mhm.
them stay out for like a day, and they'll get less squishy and a little more
Mhm.
firm, and they're a lot more enjoyable to eat.
I think I know what you're talking about because we still have some, like, floating around in the house, I believe.
Yeah,
My
like if
my
you
wife
ate one
doesn't.
of those right now, it's definitely
Yeah.
stale and it's definitely better than day one.
Well, they're still in the package, I believe, but yeah, I think I might have a few just floating around. I might go with your theory here, experiment a little bit with the stale peep.
Honestly, even this far out, like they're not hermetically sealed.
True.
Like some schmuck in a factory probably spit on the plastic and slapped it shut. Like,
It's not apocalypse proof.
yeah,
That's
it's no
Twinkies.
Twinkie exactly. But peeps overall, I don't know. I think I stand firm. Like one peep, great. Two peeps,
Yeah.
way less great.
Yeah.
Three peeps is a
Mm.
crime. That's too much sugar,
True.
too fast. I don't care what age you are. It's too much. You will get sick.
True. Yeah, yeah. Too many peeps is a bad thing.
I
I
do
I would agree with
like
that.
all of the wacky like peep flavors, like
Mhm.
Dr. Pepper flavored peeps.
Yeah. They were really good. They really, and I'll say this, they nailed the flavor. It tastes like Dr. Pepper. It's really,
Yeah.
and Dr. Pepper is one of my favorite,
Dr.
cola
Pepper is an
drinks.
iconic soda. So
Yeah.
I can agree with that. But I like most flavored peeps, like watermelon flavored peeps, a little funky, a little sour for
Mhm.
some reason. Not bad.
Oh, the sour the better. Sour candies they
I
go hard.
wonder, I'll have to
I like
look it
sour
up if
candies.
there's like a Warheads peeps.
Warheads. Oof.
Warheads peeps probably are delicious. It's probably
Probably.
they probably just take all the sugar crusting off and just replace it with citric acid.
Most likely. I gotta go back to something you mentioned a little bit earlier.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You just shit all over jelly beans,
Yep.
and my only thought about this is you probably can't handle the waxy kind
No,
of
jelly beans just taste
flavoring,
like
or
garbage. All of
they
them.
say like
Even
garbage,
the good ones, like
like the Jelly Belly or
yep,
whatever.
a great Jelly Belly jelly bean is like a 5
Yeah.
out of 10. You
I
can
will s
get Oh wait, go ahead. I'm gonna look something up, but go ahead with your thought.
Okay. I was just gonna say, I will say they do a really good job with some of the flavors on the jelly beans.
Mhm.
Like to the point where, like, I know, the what's the big brand? Is it Jelly Belly
Yeah.
or whatever it is? Like the huge brand. Yeah, they go hard with some of their flavors. Like they even, like we just mentioned, Dr. Pepper flavored Peeps.
Mhm.
Uh, they have the Dr. Pepper flavored jelly beans that I feel like are really good. I just like Dr. Pepper.
That's fair. Oh yeah. This might be a big everyone hates pants
Mhm.
episode because of what I'm
Mhm.
about to say. But
Uh-oh.
whoever thinks buttered popcorn flavored jelly beans are good, wrong. You have no taste buds.
You have lost all
They're
respect.
just not
As
good.
as soon as my wife hears this,
They're just not
she will
good.
lose
I can't help
all
it.
respect for you,
They're so
Pants.
gross. It
Like
just tastes like
you
oil.
you are out of the will. I'm sorry. You are disowned.
Wait, but I
It
have
is her, literally, it's her favorite flavor of jelly
I
beans, is the
figured.
buttered popcorn
It's
ones.
there's so many people like crutch buttered popcorn jelly beans, and it's you're just an idiot. Like especially when there's I might misspeak a little bit, but it's like a blueberry cobbler jelly
Mhm.
bean. That
Mhm.
probably delicious. But buttered popcorn, just eat popcorn, you fucking lunatics.
Do you I know you and Katie aren't huge Harry Potter fans, but they do have the Bertie Bott's every flavor bean that's from the movie, and the idea behind it is, like, they do every flavor, like, you get.
No, I've seen them. I like the movies.
Right.
I like the books. I've been to like the Harry Potter world and what Universal.
Orlando, yeah.
Yeah. And I've done all that stuff,
Mhm.
but stuff like that. The same thing for like the jelly beans where it's like, "Oh, these two look identical. One of them is strawberry, the other one is dog shit." I'm like, "I don't want that."
But those are so
Bean
yeah, but
boozled. I think that's what
yeah,
it's called.
yeah, that those are so great, like, when the streamers do that,
Yeah.
for charity. I know, didn't you did it, like,
No,
2
I've
months
never done
ago?
a I
Okay,
didn't well, I did charity things, but I didn't do
right,
Bean Boozled things because I
okay.
just don't
I
care
saw
about
Yeah,
that.
I saw a few streamers do that, and it
Yeah,
looks,
I know it's a common thing.
yeah, it looks silly, it looks fun, You know, like we did get the quote unquote birdie bots jelly
Mhm.
beans, you know, for real. And to this day, my child is scared of jelly beans. He will not go near
It's
them
good.
because he's like, mm-mm, mm-mm, it's gonna taste like poo or whatever. You know, he's just like,
Yeah,
"Mm, I can't
probably.
do it."
Okay, but let me redeem my crimes for
Uh-oh.
saying that buttered popcorn jelly beans are shit with the news that you can go to Amazon and buy Jelly Belly belly flops, which are just bulk bags of Jelly Belly branded jelly beans,
Hmm.
but they're like fucked up shapes. They're
Oh,
just
oh,
like they're
oh,
all
that's
the
fun. The
yeah.
rejects.
Yeah, they're literally irregular jelly beans. You
This
can
is how
get, let's see.
this is how you make money. This is how companies make money. Don't get rid of your bad product.
Oh yeah,
Repackage it.
yeah, and just sell them in bulk. Like this
Remarket
is,
it to something else.
let's see, this is a 2 pack of it's two 2 pound bags
Yeah.
for $24.
Wow. That's a 2 pounds is a lot of jelly beans.
That is 4 pounds.
Goodness.
4 pounds of jelly beans for
I don't
$24
know if I want
because
four
they're
pounds of jelly
irregular.
beans.
I
Yeah.
don't know. You can also just like you could just buy buttered popcorn jelly beans by
True.
the bag.
Yeah.
Oh, Brax, I think is how you say it. Brax is like the
Mhm.
second. It's the only other brand of jelly bean.
Yeah.
These things taste fucking gnarly. They are not good. Like at least Jelly Belly's got like, oh, we
Mhm.
got some flavors that are decent. Brax jelly beans, it just tastes like shit. It's like, oh, licorice but blue? Gross. So licorice can go, jelly beans can go.
Licorice is gross. If not jelly beans, what is your go-to Easter candy though?
um, Reese's egg.
Solid.
Reese's egg goes crazy.
So my wife subscribes to this particular channel. I guess you I don't know. She loves the novelty Reese's ones, the eggs, the
Sure.
trees, the pumpkins, because they
Mhm.
have more peanut butter versus an
Yeah,
actual regular cup. And it
100%.
and then she's like those are the ones that she loves more than anything. The eggs, the pumpkins, the trees during Christmas. Yeah,
Yep.
those are the ones. Those are the
I
go-to ones for
think
her.
in order, and like we'll come back to this in the future, I'm sure.
Right.
Eggs are the best, then trees, then the pumpkins, and then all of the other Reese's cups,
Right.
and then the minis. Actually, I lied. The minis, and then the rest of the Reese's cups
The minis are good. The only thing I hate about the minis is all of the like 8
is
different
the
layers of
45
wrapping
minutes. Yeah.
to get to it.
It's so funny that I knew exactly where you were going because there's only one bad thing about them.
Yeah.
And it's having to unwrap 45 minutes of
Yes.
foil
And the
and
little
then
paper,
papers.
like,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
muffin cup around it, like, come on. And then, like, half the thing gets stuck to the paper, and you're licking the paper like a psycho. Yeah. For me, top Easter candy has to be the Cadbury cream eggs. That has been my favorite, will always be my favorite, not the chocolate or the caramel ones, the traditional, uh,
Sure.
cream-filled ones. And I know, like, a lot of people are like, "Huh," you know, when it comes to it, but I love them. 'Em. I'll eat
No, not my
so
jam,
many of them
but
during the Easter season, which would actually kind of made me sad this year because I didn't get any, you know. But
damn, no cream eggs.
that's probably on me. I didn't make an effort. But they're my favorite Easter candy, hands down, is the Cadbury cream eggs.
That's fair. That's a good candy pick, I think, overall.
And it's a traditionally Easter candy. Like you don't see it any time other than like March and April, and then they just disappear off the face of the earth until the next March
Yeah.
and April.
It's another one of those like, I can have like one or two of these and then I don't want them ever again.
Yeah.
All right, Slacky, we had mentioned, by we, I mean I had mentioned that we have a pseudo tier list. The running theme of this episode is weird food combinations or unconventional food preferences, be it ranch flavored ice cream or peep
True.
flavored Pepsi or buttered popcorn flavored jelly beans.
Stop.
So we looked at three different articles that had listed a whole slew of food combinations that I think were like mostly international and local. And I picked out a whole bunch of them that I think are just like fucking crimes. And then I found a bunch that were like, oh, that sounds pretty good. And then there's some that I know are just good. So I have my list here. I'm gonna go through a few, and
Hmm.
we'll just see where it takes us. But these are some of the crimes that are being committed across the globe right now. This one, and this isn't this one. I was telling you earlier. I was like going through this list, and I was like, well, that sounds kind of gross. This one sounds kind of gross. The biggest crime I think in this list is a two-way tie between cold pizza dipped in soda. That's fucking rancid. Whoever's doing that needs to be put down. There's no delicate way to phrase that. If you're dipping your pizza in soda intentionally,
Not just pizza, cold pizza,
well, so cold
like
pizza, best
straight out of the
pizza.
fridge. No, no, no,
So
it's not.
like hot pizza, delicious.
Yes,
Pizza that is room temperature, also good. Reheated pizza, if you have an air fryer or like a toaster oven, phenomenal. But
yes,
cold
yes.
pizza is not bad. Cold
Cold
pizza
pizza's
dipped
not.
in soda is a fucking is that breaks the Geneva Convention. Like that's a crime.
Here's here's the other question: what soda are we dipping it
It's
in?
got
Is
to
it
be
just
like
straight
it's got to be
Coke?
cola. Yeah.
Coke, yeah.
Any kind of like I
I
can't
don't.
picture
Yeah.
anyone being like, "Oh, it would be really good with this cold pizza, Sprite." No.
This is a hungover individual. This is
I
somebody
don't
who
even
has
think like
no.
this
It's this
no,
is
this is
somebody who is.
sociopathic behavior. There's no
I
if,
mean,
ands, or buts. If you're dipping
kind
pizza
of.
in soda, so anyone who's listening to this right now, if you dip your pizza in soda, like,
I've
comment,
never
and
met anybody
subscribe, but also tell me why. Like in that comment section, tell
in
me
the
what the
comments.
fuck. Why are you doing that?
It's I've never met anybody. I've never heard of this until you brought this up
Three
this morning.
different lists all included it.
Yes, it's weird. It's cold pizza, which to me is kind of meh. I'm not a huge fan of the cold
That's
pizza. I'd
fair.
rather have it hot. I mean, if I have to eat it cold because I need something to eat, then sure. But dipping it in soda, people just
But
have no shame. No
like
shame.
I'll
You
even
know?
I'll let it slide. I know people that eat pizza and they don't eat their crusts, and it's like, all right, well, you're a baby, just grow up. But I also know
True.
people that dip their crusts in ranch, and it's
Oh
like,
yeah,
okay,
that's amazing.
I'll never go to bat for ranch, but pizza crust in ranch, doable.
Yes,
There's better things to dip it in,
true.
but pizza crust and ranch, not bad.
The garlic butter sauce that you get too.
Yep.
It's really good with the crust. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Anyway, so moving on, pizza dipped in soda. If you do that, you're a sociopath. Seek help.
Super gross.
The other one that really like enrages me is rice with ketchup. Whoever's doing that needs to again
That somebody in the
seek
South.
help.
Somebody in the South. That is definitely somebody in one of the southeastern states of the United States, and they needed to season their rice with something, and they put ketchup on it, and
Bro, I think everything on my bad list is XYZ with ketchup.
mhm.
Ketchup's not good. Plain
Ketchup's
and
good
simple.
for one thing,
Hot dog. Yeah, like
hot
hamburgers or
dogs,
hot
and french
dogs,
fries.
only place. So even
Yeah.
French fries, I'm like, there's better things to use. But rice with ketchup is fucked. That's
Mm.
a literal
Yeah.
crime, and anyone who does that, straight to Guantanamo Bay.
Like, I thought I was weird as a kid, like, when I would eat plain white rice and just put, like, butter, mix it with butter,
Normal,
you know?
like
And delicious. It's, like, the only way that you could get me to eat rice was to mix it with a little butter,
even
but
now or just
no, 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 now I
okay.
have much, much more refined palate, Chance.
I was like, damn.
I eat ranch ice cream. Look at me. Yeah, rice and ketchup, what are we doing?
It's not good.
Once again, I think we're hungover, and we have nothing better to
I
eat
don't
in
think
the
that's
fridge.
hungover. I think that's raised wrong. I think that's people who went, I don't like scrambled eggs, and their parents went, just put ketchup on it. And then they went, I don't like rice, and their parents just went, just put ketchup on it.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to just give your kid sugar tomato paste and get them to eat their garbage. It's like
Sugar tomato paste.
ketchup's disgusting. Ketchup has two
Yeah.
valuable uses, and it's cocktail
Mhm.
sauce and barbecue sauce.
I'm looking at one of the lists that you sent me to. They also have ketchup and pizza. And
Bleh.
if you're dipping your pizza in ketchup,
So, like, if you dip your pizza in ketchup,
you're a savage.
just use marinara sauce. It's just better.
True.
Marinara, great.
Yes,
Ketchup, shit.
that is wifey's go-to on pizza. It's the marinara sauce. Like, if we don't have the marinara sauce, she's, you know, she's like, "Where's the marinara
Butter
sauce?"
popcorn, jelly beans aside,
Right.
your wife and I have very similar food takes. I think we
I
fall
don't
in a lot of the same camps, barring the jelly bean thing.
I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about this.
It's us against you, man. Um, but
Always.
what do you have on your list?
One of the things that sticks out to me first and foremost, Oreos dipped in orange juice.
No.
Why?
So that I think that made it on the list because it's such a just a big fuck you to everyone
Yes.
who eats food. I
Yes.
did see one of the lists had Oreos dipped in mustard
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. There's a lot of Oreos dipped in
in
fill
XYZ.
in
Yeah,
the
or
blank.
Oreos with pickles. It's like, no, idiot. Just eat the
Just
fucking Oreos. Um,
yes.
like I love Oreos. They're so good. I've no, I've
Yes.
had one bad flavor of Oreo and it was fruit punch.
Mhm.
But outside of
Oh,
that,
yeah, that sounds bad.
they weren't great.
Can we agree that that double stuff is the perfect Oreo?
Oh yeah,
I'm just saying, but, like, the perfect amount of the filling for Oreo is the double stuff.
I think that's fair.
Do you aside quick tangent, your Oreos, do you deconstruct
I
them?
eat them whole.
Or
Nope.
you okay,
I'm a grown up. Eat the
yeah.
whole thing in one bite.
Wifey pulls them apart,
Nah, tell
which
her to
is
grow up.
fine. If it's fine. No, no, she can do what she
Nope.
wants. It's fine. If you wanna deconstruct your Oreos, that's fine. If you wanna make more
Too long.
out of
Just
the sandwich
whole.
cookie, yeah, I know. Mine are usually gone in 2 bites, if not 1. I agree. And
Well,
usually
that
dipped
was
in milk.
that was 2 bites for 2 cookies. 1 bite, 1
True.
bite. Because
Mm,
a serving of Oreos is 2 Oreos, and that's the best ratio ever because I think 2 Oreos is the perfect amount. Like, just like
that
2,
makes sense.
you open the thing, you take 2 out, you close the shitty sealable package.
Oh, it's so bad.
It's
But
horrible.
you can't get to the ones on the side because the packaging is,
Yeah.
like, right on top of it. What are we
Uh-huh.
doing? Stop being lazy, Oreo. Be better. If you're not dipping your Oreos in milk, what are you doing?
Oreos plain, good. Oreos with milk, good. Oreos with
Yeah,
anything else, not good. Oreos and mustard, banned. Oreos and pickles, banned. Oreos and um, what was the thing? Orange juice, Guantanamo.
orange juice. Yeah, that's so bad.
Yeah, none of that. None of that needs
That's
to
yeah.
exist.
The other thing I have on my list, and I've seen this a couple of times, so this is not just a one-off, is a peanut butter and raw onion sandwich.
All right, so there's a lot of similar to the Oreos. These lists had a lot of like peanut butter and but, and
Yes.
some of them fall on the good list. Some of them do not. I think peanut butter and onion probably gross, probably
Yeah.
horrendous.
Really bad.
I
Really bad. I can't do raw onions.
I
I think
would
we
I would be tempted to try it once for the sake of science,
mm-mm.
but I know it's not going to be good.
The bad kind of science.
Yeah, like it's the hypothesis is this is going to be bad.
It's the meteorology of sandwiches.
But there were a lot of like there's a lot. There was like peanut butter and pickles. And I know some people
Yeah.
are like, "Oh, that's so good. Shut up." No, it's not.
No, it's not.
But we'll come back to the peanut butter thing.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. Some of the
There's
other
another one
ones.
here.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. I was gonna say there's another one here. Ritz cracker, peanut butter, raw onion, and ketchup.
So that has so many
Yeah.
like I have too many things. I think I looked at that on the list and I went, I'm not even going to include that because that's
I think I just
it's so wrong. It's
I think it
incorrect.
just passed out and came back. I mean, just why?
Let's see. Mac and cheese with ketchup, disgusting.
Mhm.
There are two popcorn related ones on my gross list.
Okay.
One of them was popcorn as cereal. This might not be gross in flavor,
This
but
does not compute.
someone just went, well, regular cereal is just puffed corn. So they took popcorn and put it in a bowl with some milk. And I went, that's kind of gross. I think it would just get like soggy and gross. Like if you were to put,
Everyone knows that soggy popcorn is the worst.
yeah, like
It's bad.
I think it's just a bad take. Like I don't know, this was only on one list, but it stood out as such a fucking crime that I was like, let's talk about this. The other popcorn related one that I think is just kind of like I don't think would be gross, but I don't think would be
Mhm.
good was buttered popcorn with soy sauce.
I did see that, yeah.
And I think this is another one that like you'd have to get the ratio right because too much soy sauce would make for a soggy popcorn, which is going to be
True.
gross.
Yeah.
you're gonna lose some in the process. The making process of
Right.
this, you're gonna get soggy popcorn unless you have one of those like industrial candy spinners that you fill with popcorn and just like ladle some soy sauce into. Like there's no universe where you don't get soggy popcorn out of this.
Yeah.
But I think flavor wise, that might be fine because it's just gonna be like saltier popcorn.
Basically, to me, soy sauce doesn't really have that much of a taste other than just kind of like a salty, like
Sure,
really salty kind of flavor. Like I know it has a flavor, but it doesn't really stand out to me. So I'm thinking you're taking something like popcorn that you typically you would put a lot of salt on,
sure.
and you're just making it even saltier. I
Hmm.
feel like it's kind of like a disconnect. Like if you're doing like a kettle corn where it's kind of like a sweeten and salty,
Yeah.
mix of popcorn is I think that's amazing. Kettle corn is really, really good. But if you're just taking popcorn that's traditionally salty and making it even saltier with soy sauce, I don't see it. I don't see why.
That makes sense.
It's not a crime. To me, it's not a crime.
Definitely not a
I think
crime.
it's I think it's more of a
That's just like
but why?
a this feels like my parents did this, so I do it. And it's just like a weird thing that people like. And in this instance, no one's going to jail for this. This isn't criminal behavior.
True.
In a similar vein, there was on the list was vanilla ice cream with soy sauce.
I did see that, yeah.
I think would kind of be in the same boat, like a weird, super in depth, like, oh, the umami flavor, blah 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 blah. It's just like, okay, like
It
sure,
sounds
like I
like
get it.
something some super like Uber sushi restaurant did just
Yeah.
for shits and giggles or whatever. We have soy sauce flavored ice cream.
Well, so it's not soy
Mm,
sauce flavored ice
Why?
cream. It's just vanilla ice cream
Then
with
I
soy
was
sauce
with soy
on it.
sauce.
And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, that sounds it I don't I would try it. I don't think I would like it, but I would try it. What else do you have
I
on
have
your
one
list?
more.
Sure.
I have one more on my crimes against humanity list, and it's a hot dog with grape jelly.
So I saw that and I went, that's not real, and I just moved on. I refuse. I went that's not real. No one's doing that.
I'm very particular about what goes on my hot dog. It's typically ketchup and a little bit of like shredded cheese on top.
Yep.
That's typically what I
Standard.
do with my hot dog.
That's a good quality hot dog.
I might even go as far as to put you're gonna kill me mayonnaise on it too.
I'm not
Um,
so I wouldn't crucify someone for putting mayonnaise on a hot dog. I know that that's like a thing. It's just not my thing.
mhm, yeah,
I'm a mustard guy. I'm a ketchup and mustard. If I'm making a hot dog just for me, I'm gonna put
mhm,
a slice of cheese in the bun, then put the hot dog on the cheese so it melts the cheese, and then ketchup, mustard,
solid.
done.
I don't see where people are going with the grape jelly
Prime. They're
with the
going to
hot
prison.
dog.
That's some backwoods bayou like
It's somebody who was probably drunk and fixed themselves a hot dog in the microwave because we all know that's the best way to fix a hot dog.
no.
And reached into the fridge to grab what they thought was the relish, and they put the grape jelly on top and ate it anyway because they were drunk
So let me
and
ask you a question.
decided it was good.
What timeline do you think someone goes to grab relish, which is not purple, and gets a purple thing when they could get
I'm
like barbecue sauce, which is close to purple, or like
mhm.
a dark ketchup close to purple? Why
I'm going
relish?
I was going with
Relish.
the jar. The idea of stuff in a jar because typically
Oh
relish
yeah, I
is in a
guess.
jar versus like I know they can get like the squeezable relish or
Uh,
whatever, but
Nah, relish in a jar, standard. Anything else? Squeezable things, not good.
mhm.
I don't like squeezable food.
Just do you think the fact that we have so many like squeezable fill in the blanks just says how lazy we are as a
Yes.
society?
Because you
Okay,
know what? It takes like the slightest modicum of effort to scoop something out of a jar with a butter knife.
because you're gonna use a knife to spread it anyway, right?
Yeah.
Like you're gonna put the ketchup or the mayo or whatever it is or the mustard on the sandwich, and then you're gonna grab a butter knife and you're gonna spread it.
Well, it depends
So why not
on
just
it depends on use in that case.
yeah,
So
I guess.
like
I mean,
burger and hot dog, squeezable, easy. Anything
true.
else, use a butter knife. Grow up.
Like a sandwich, like making a sandwich, yeah.
Yep. Sandwich, grow up. Use a butter knife. So I have a few other gross ones that I
These are
just
fun.
can't even be bothered to read. But let's talk about a pretty controversial food
Oh,
combination.
yeah.
This is like this transcends the is a hot dog a sandwich argument.
Oh my
Like
god.
it doesn't matter.
A hot dog's a taco.
A hot dog is a taco. A food cube is a taco. Anyway,
True.
pineapple on pizza.
Ugh.
Does the mean you're not a fan of pineapple on pizza?
No, this is one of those food combinations that literally is polarizing.
Yeah.
It's you either love this and you will go to bat for this and you will die on this hill, or you absolutely hate it and you think it is a literal crime against humanity. For me, I don't like it. I don't want pineapple on my pizza.
Let me pose a hypothetical to you. So everyone says, like, everyone in their head goes with the iconic, like, pineapple on pizza is a Hawaiian pizza, which is ham and pineapple.
Right.
What if you had shredded chicken, a barbecue sauce, and grilled pineapple?
No.
No?
No.
Interesting. Do you just not like sweet and savory mixed?
I do like sweet and savory mix. There are certain things that I do like mixed together in that sense. But when it comes to pizza, I'm a purist. Like I like lots of things on my pizza.
Sure.
But the two things, three, I guess you could say three things that if you put on a pizza, I am automatically out on. It's anchovies, which we can
Sure.
all agree are absolutely disgusting. Black olives, because it ruins the flavor of everything. It's the only thing I taste. And pineapple.
Interesting.
Like those to me, those are the three things that don't belong on a pizza. My ideal pizza is pepperoni and mushrooms,
Huge. That's a great choice.
but pineapple on pizza for me, I can't get over. I just can't do it. I can't do pineapple on pizza. It
That's
to
fair.
me, it doesn't belong. It doesn't belong.
I grew up on the shore. So pizza is such a common thing on on a boardwalk. Like
Yeah.
every like fifth stall is a pizza shop or like an ice cream place that also serves pizza for some reason.
Hmm.
So every summer throughout my entire like teenage years pretty much is just like go to the boardwalk, eat a slice of pizza every 2 hours so you don't die. It's just like just you just go through the phase of like, all right, well let me try this one. Let me try this one. Let me try this one. I'm a big fan of pineapple on pizza. Honestly, in both the Hawaiian style considered the canon pineapple on
Yeah.
pizza, but the
Yeah.
what I just described earlier with like shredded chicken, barbecue sauce, grilled pineapple. I don't know if you've ever had grilled pineapple.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best ways to consume fruit. Any fruit that has like a really high like sweetness and
Right.
like water content to it, just grill
Yeah.
it. Grilled peaches, great. Grilled pineapple, unstoppable. I'll eat pretty much any pizza. There's some that I just can't get down with.
Hmm.
I don't like any pizzas that have pasta on them. Like
Mac and
people
cheese pizza.
yeah, I don't want that. Not because it doesn't taste good, but I just don't feel right eating pasta on pizza. Like it just feels stupid.
Right.
So like on the and like we'll dive more into the good food combos.
Yep.
One of them was pizza with chocolate, and like I've had pizza that has chocolate chips on it
Hmm.
because it was one of those things I looked at and I went, well, I got to know what that tastes like because sometimes you just need to know. Like the curiosity just gets to you, and it's like, well, worst case scenario, I waste $3.50. Best case scenario, I have pizza and it's good.
True. I and don't get me wrong, it's not like I hate pineapple. Pineapple is one of my favorite fruits. I really
Mhm.
like just eating like raw pineapple
Sure.
or whatever, grilled is fine. I just to me, pizza is in its own category and pineapple is in its other category. And I just don't think the two for me, I just don't think it belongs together. It's my brain can't comprehend what's going
Sure.
on.
That's fair.
It's pizza, but it's also pineapple. But why? I
Yeah.
just
What I would like
it's not good.
from the people listening, a simple yes or no in the
Mhm.
comments regarding pizza with pineapple on it in any
Yeah.
fashion. I think the barbecue chicken pizza is the way to
Mhm.
go with a
Mhm.
little bit of pineapple on it. I think the important factor for me specifically is that it can't just be some crushed pineapple put on the pizza
Mhm.
and then like throw it in the oven. I think the pineapple has to be cooked. It has to be like a grilled pineapple or something like that before it
Yeah.
goes onto the pizza because then it had like it gets a stronger like flavor to it. And
Mhm.
it's not just like here's wet pineapple on your food. And I was like, well, I don't want
Raw
that.
raw pineapple
Yeah.
just thrown on the pizza like an afterthought.
Yeah.
What else we got in the fridge?
Literally, it's like, we got capers. No, fuck capers. Oh, we got pineapple. Like, yeah, throw it on there. It's like, okay,
Yeah, why not?
capers not that bad. A little bitter for me, but not what we're here for. Let's dive into some of these other good combos. I have at least one more good pizza combo,
Mhm,
and it's pizza with honey. You might be in the same boat where like the sweetness of the honey
mhm,
might not
mhm.
meld with the pizza flavor.
Yeah,
But in my head, I'm like, well, pizza with hot honey is delicious, but you also don't like hot. So for you, it would just be pizza with honey. I
right,
I think I genuinely think if honey wasn't more expensive than a literal human organ, I would
right.
try pizza with honey.
So true. There was a food truck, yeah, here where I live. We were at a place, we were having some drinks, and there was they had a pizza food truck, and it was one of those deep
Mhm,
dish pizza places.
mhm.
And they did like a honey, like what you were talking about, a hot honey drizzle
Yeah,
over the pizza.
yeah.
And I have to tell you, it was pretty good. And I'm not usually a fan of honey
Mhm.
by itself or mixed in with other stuff. Like I know we're gonna
Sure.
like a lot of people really like a another good food combo that people really like peanut butter and honey sandwiches.
Yeah, that
People
sounds
really like
delicious.
that. I typically stay away from honey. I don't know what it is. I think it's maybe just because part of me still thinks I'm a 10-year-old and
Sure.
I'm a picky eater, I guess. But when they put that hot honey over the pizza and I
Mhm.
tasted it, it's really good. Really, really well done. So I can believe the idea of honey in pizza. That it
Yeah, I
is a
think
thing.
I think that was good. I did see on one of the lists they were like French fries and honey, and I'm like, that's just fucking stupid.
True.
But some of the other good ones that
Hmm.
I have two. One of them we talked about very briefly before we started, but balsamic vinegar and strawberry, like sliced strawberry with some balsamic
Yeah.
vinegar drizzled over it.
Mhm.
It's risky to use strawberries because strawberries can either taste really good or taste like nothing depending on when you get them.
Yeah.
But I would modify this with watermelon. Watermelon with balsamic vinegar on it is so good because you
Yeah.
get like a really tart, sharp flavor from the balsamic with the
Right.
sweetness of the watermelon. And like texturally, they work really well together. Sprinkle like a little feta.
This is one of those things that, like, a lot of places have done, like, with their salads, is giving you, like, a it's like you have your traditional salad with, like, with your lettuce or kale or I don't know, whatever the hell, and then you add in, like, the fruits on this with it.
Sure.
There's a place that we eat at all the time, here in town, and they have what they call, like, a mango berry salad.
Okay.
It's got like strawberries and it's got mangoes and other types of fruit, but it's also mixed with a very vinegary, very like tart kind of
Yeah.
dressing.
It's that combination of sharp and
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
seeing this a lot with like a lot of places, these days mixing that combination.
I think it's a good combination. Just hands down,
Yeah.
delicious. The other thing on my list that like I'm gonna try this.
Mhm.
It's apple slices with salt and pepper.
Interesting.
I have it on the good combos list with an
Mhm.
asterisk on it because it could either be good or shit.
Yeah.
Because like cucumber slice with a little bit of salt and pepper,
Mhm.
fantastic. Cucumbers and apples, not that different from like a general flavor profile, but it would have to be a red
Yeah.
apple.
Yeah.
I think you need a
Not like a
sweeter
tart green.
yeah, you
Yeah.
need a sweet apple to do this. You need like I don't know how in depth your apple knowledge is, but you'd need like a very specific kind of like sweet red apple.
Like a Honey Crisp. I feel like this whole apples with salt and pepper is kind of along the same lines as, fruit and tahine, which is
Yeah, for
uh
like for like just like white people.
yeah. Yeah, it's the white people
It's
tahine. Salt and pepper.
yeah, it's the gentrified mango and tahine.
Mango and tahine or yeah, like that kind of stuff, yeah.
That's really funny.
For me, we would be remiss if we didn't mention a few combos that are actually good. Chicken and waffles,
Sure,
I think is
obvious.
something has developed over like, the last 20 years and
Mhm.
it's still really good. My wife likes to do something. She likes to take like sauteed vegetables like zucchini and squash and mix it with A1 sauce.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever tried that. I would probably try that. That's probably it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, she really likes that. And the two that we should probably discuss a little more in depth. The first one being, and we were talking about this earlier, the traditional idea of peanut butter and jelly. Apparently, that's not something that a lot of people around the world are familiar with.
Sure. And that like peanut butter and jelly popped up on two of the three lists,
Mhm.
and two of the three lists were also not written by people from the US. I think peanut butter and jelly is like an iconic American kid food.
Yeah.
There's nothing bad about it. It's just peanut
No.
butter, fantastic. Jelly, fantastic. If you use grape jelly instead of strawberry jelly, less good. Still
True. Strawberry
passable,
jelly.
but
Yeah, strawberry
strawberry
jelly
jelly
is,
is the way to go.
yes, 100% agree.
It does blow my mind that that's not like a common it's
Mhm.
just not a common thing because
Maybe that,
it's such a simple premise. It's like
yeah.
there's nothing bad about it. It's only ever so slightly different from like a scone or scone with clotted cream and jam. Like you're just replacing clotted cream with peanut butter. That's all it is.
I think it's a typical American way of thinking where it's like we think the combination is really good and so should everybody else. And everyone else is like, why?
I don't think I've ever met a person, like a real human, that's been like, I don't
Yeah.
like peanut butter and jelly. And if I did, I
Yeah.
probably went, you're a lunatic, and left. Walked right away from them.
The last one that I have to bring up
Mhm.
in the good combo, and this is one that has gained a lot of traction over the last, I would say, like 5 to 10 years,
Sure.
is French
Let's
fries
go.
dipped in the
So
milkshakes.
I have this on my good list and I have it highlighted. I specifically skipped it because I knew you would bring it up.
Of course,
But I highlighted it because it's not just a milkshake. It is
the
so
Wendy's,
yeah,
the Wendy's
I
Frosty.
have on my list verbatim French fries and Wendy's Frosty. I don't know what it is about the Wendy's Frosty,
Hmm.
but of all of the like fast food milkshake ice creams, the
Yeah,
Frosty is the best one for dipping French fries.
it's true. And they even like they're even leaning into it, like in their marketing
Yeah,
is like on, you see the commercials on TV where it's like you see the French fries sticking out of the Frosty. Like that is now the norm. Like
yeah,
you're almost, it's almost, the pendulum is almost swinging to the side of, if you are not dipping your
yeah.
French
Like you
fries in the
have to,
Frosty,
do
what the
this.
hell are you doing?
It's so good. Would you go vanilla Frosty or chocolate Frosty?
I didn't know there was a difference, honestly.
Well,
I thought
one
the
is vanilla
Frosty
and
was
one
just
is
the
chocolate.
Frosty. Obviously, thanks for that. I would probably go with the chocolate because I think that's the traditional Frosty flavor
For a French
for
fry?
me, for the
Well, no, no, no.
Frosty, and then
Specifically for putting a French fry in.
it doesn't matter. I mean, vanilla or chocolate, it doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't
You
matter.
know, it's
What? It's vanilla. Vanilla is the right answer.
is it?
Yeah. The chocolate frosty makes you need 2 gallons of water, like all chocolate ice cream. And we'll get into this.
Why are you
Um,
drinking water? Just drink milk.
no, because chocolate ice cream and like someone else, I swear, someone else will back me on this
Hmm.
when we do the ice cream episode, our ice cream extravaganza. I'm gonna go into this more. Like there is no single more satisfying thing than having like a little bowl of chocolate ice cream and then just a glass of water. Like, like it's like
That is
I'm like to say it out loud. That sounds fucking stupid, but I know for a fact someone will back me on this.
that is wild.
I have one last thing on my good combo. I have a bunch of things on my good combos list. Most of them are like pretty standard things.
Yeah.
But one last one of my good combos is another one that I've had, and it sounds kind of weird, but it's not bad. And it's similar to the vanilla ice cream with soy sauce, but it's vanilla ice cream with olive oil. You would just get like a little bowl of vanilla ice cream, a
Hmm.
very light drizzle of olive oil, and then like a pinch of sea salt. And that combination will take you on a roller coaster of sweet and some salty. The way the olive oil and the vanilla taste together, I don't know why or how, but it's so good. And it's like it's a thing you'll find this in some restaurants. They'll do this. You'll find this all sorts of places though. It's a slept on combination and
Yeah.
I think more people should at least try it.
I have never heard of this.
Oh, it's so good. I would say the next time you guys go out,
Hmm.
just keep an eye out for it. Just see if it's something that you
Yeah,
can get a hand on.
that might be a northeastern thing for you.
It's
I
possible.
haven't seen it anywhere in any of the places that I've lived before.
Hmm. Yeah, it's very
And
possible.
but yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, I'm not going to hate on it. In theory, it sounds gross. You're putting olive
Yeah,
oil on vanilla ice cream, and
it
we were
is one of
killing
those
soy
things.
sauce on ice cream
So,
earlier.
and I said before that I think it would just not be for me. but I can
Right.
kind of see where they're going
Yeah.
because I've had olive oil and like
Mm.
salt on ice cream.
Yeah.
It's the same as like I don't know if you've ever had this. Are you do you guys eat like pancakes and stuff?
Yeah.
Pancakes, butter, a little bit of syrup, salt. Put like the teensiest bit of salt on your pancakes. It's
Mhm.
such a game changer.
Interesting. I understand. Yeah, I'm not sure about the whole olive oil thing, but
I think it's a very specific flavor matchup that and it really just boils down to like once you try it, you're gonna like it. But you just have to convince yourself to try it.
yeah. I would also be remiss if I didn't bring this up on a personal note. Good food combination for me, which is gonna get a lot of hate,
All right.
ranch and frozen lasagna.
I'm ending this episode right now. I don't want to hear it. We don't have any advice. We've given enough advice. Here's ready a quick and easy one. I'm annoyed at that. You're disgusting lasagna, plain and simple. Here's my advice. If you still put
Mm,
ketchup on things, grow up.
except hamburgers and hot dogs.
Yeah, except hamburgers and hot dogs. If you're putting ketchup on rice, get help.
Yeah,
If you're
100%.
dipping pizza in soda, get help.
100%.
That's it. Call the cops,
Yeah.
report yourself.
And if you're mixing Oreos with anything else other than milk, going to hell.
Yep, go right to hell. Bye. You've made it this far. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next month with another special guest to talk about allergies and food alternatives. This has been the Fat Pants Podcast.